Welcome to DRTSPR show. This is Dr. Tangella Shiva Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Namaste, Adab, hello, and a warm welcome to Ravichandran Swaminathan ji. Many were demanding what happened, where is he? He was busy with another important issue, and that is also creating economic emergency. While you are not forgetting 1975 to 77 emergency by Indira Gandhi, how our freedom was taken away, how we were put into a sort of jailed system, when I say, because you are infringement of your rights, your mobility, right to speak, right to have that freedom to express your views against the policies of the government. Everything was taken away, while remembering that how good we are in Modi's 10-year regime. We have already shown you those three Nyay laws, Palika laws, and how they are trying to bulldoze through Election Commission of India amendments, having Prime Minister and his own cabinet minister and opposition leader to select and elect Election Commissioners of India. Whereas this is not emergency, fooling ourselves and destroying, disturbing independent Election Commission of India, which is the root cause of our freedom, democracy in India. Such a big issue, BJP don't want to discuss, RS don't want to discuss. And they are still harping on Indira Gandhi, which she has done in 1977, for which she has been punished. And how long you want to go around that? But what about our present emergency, Election Commission of India? Then now, Ravichandran ji is going to show you something which will put you into dizzy states. The economic emergency, that is going to bulldoze you. We don't want to talk. RSS don't want to talk. BJP doesn't want to talk. And to day, we are suffering with the emergency. Price rise, essential commodities, pulses, oils, everything has become costly. Is that not emergency? Are you getting money? And now, every state registration charges are being increased so that housing will become very difficult. Now, along with NEET, you have seen NEET, NET, education. Common people cannot have education now without leaks, without money. And health, you forget it. MBBS courses through NEET, you cannot do. So costly they have made by this government. Why BJP RSS is silent about this medical emergency on our education, our health, as well as the economic emergency, which is going to point out, are we not being deprived by having Prime Minister, Cabinet Minister, and opposition leader? The Election Commission of India's independence is lost, so that the elections, you have seen so many complaints, and then will democracy prevail, my dear friends? Democracy means that freedom which you are talking about, showing 1977, now show 2023-24 amendments to Election Commission of India. That is a big issue. And from here, through Ravichandran ji, we are going to show you how, after economic emergency, what has happened in Tamil Nadu, how the assembly, how India Alliance is also keeping quiet, again contributing, reminding us of their own 1977 emergency. Then Nyayapalika 3 laws, how we are going to be disturbed, our freedom will be destroyed. So, sir, Ravichandran Swaminathan ji, please.
Good morning, Dr. Reddy. Thank you for having me on your show. Today, I am going to talk to you about a scam which is running around in the country for the last one and a half years. Most of you, can you put on the PPT, sir?
Yes, sir.
Most of you would have received a call from some courier company like FedEx, DHL, etc., etc.
Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, I got it. You'll have to go to the first slide. So
yeah.
You would have got a call.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it is okay.
Shall I zoom it further?
No, it's okay.
Right.
Now, you would have received a call from some reputed courier company like FedEx or DHL or somebody, saying that your Aadhaar card has been used to send some parcel to China, Taiwan, somewhere. And it is either your Aadhaar card has been used or your PAN number has been used or you have been sending it and all that. They will ask for your address and all that. Then they will say that this parcel has been seized by the Mumbai Customs or the Mumbai Police, and it is containing some narcotics. That is the thing that they start with. And they say that you'll have to come down to Bombay to meet the police people and all that. Or they'll say you better talk to the cybercrime cell in Bombay using a video call or a Skype call. So once you contact them on the video or on the Skype call, you will see a person sitting in a police dress and talking to you. And behind him, you will have all the sounds of a police station, typical police station like walkie-talkie, people talking about this and all that. It will be just like a police station. The setup will be just like a police station. And the person who is talking to you, he will say that he will threaten you. He'll say that you have to come within 2 hours, within 4 hours, within 6 hours. Otherwise, we will issue a warrant for your arrest and all that. And then suddenly he'll say, okay, if you want to cover it up, we can do it. And then he will ask you to give you an account number and ask you to deposit 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, whatever it is. I have been receiving calls from several people who have deposited 50 lakhs, 75 lakhs, 1.5 crores.
My God.
Uh,
Jolly well, I would have been happy if they were contributing to DRTSPR channel's growth.
that they won't do it. So and then subsequently they will make another demand. And once you get wise to that, they'll just stop and go for another victim. Can you go to the next
Yes.
slide, sir?
This is a big thing, Mr. Prime Minister of India, my dear BJP and RSS and Congress, India Alliance. How is that you are forgetting this?
See, the problem is the Prime Minister is talking about digital payments, UPI payments. Then he is very proud about so many digital billions of transactions being conducted digitally and all that. But without the basic security, without the basic problem being addressed, if you are just going to encourage the digital payments, then it is only the poor man who's going to suffer. So what do you do to prevent, stop all this scamming? First thing, don't panic. That is the first thing. Just sit back and think, did you send any parcel? If you have not sent any parcel, why bother? You just tell them that I have not sent any parcel and disconnect it. Disconnect the phone. Don't keep talking to him or don't extend the conversation at all. Second thing is, in any case, if you are going to send any contraband material like narcotics or anything like that, you are not going to send it through courier. Forget it. We have got other people for that. So you are not going to do it. So don't bother about even attending that call. Now note down that number. This is important. Note down the number and time of call. And you have got a separate portal called the Chakshu portal, which has been started very, very recently by the Ministry of Home Affairs. And there you report it on that. Once you report it on the Chakshu portal, Ministry of Home Affairs will block the call. Just to give you some statistics, there have been 28 lakh SIM cards which have been blocked so far.
Wonderful. You appreciate.
SIM cards which do not have proper KYC. Most important. SIM cards which do not have proper know your customer details, which means service providers, communication service providers are issuing SIM cards and activating them without making any KYC verification.
Very dangerous.
Now, what happens if a terrorist has it? How are you going to locate him?
Yes.
So, this is a thing. Then, next this thing is, do not share your Aadhaar number, passport number, photos, bank accounts or addresses to the person who is calling you. This is very, very important. Once you share all these details, then your entire life will become miserable. Do not engage. Now, this man will tell you, you come on a Skype call or you come on a video call. Please don't go on Skype or video call because they will record the entire thing. And use your photo. They will use your photo, morph it, and start threatening you. So don't engage in any video call or Skype call or anything like that. Do not abuse the caller. Do not use hard words and abuse the caller, because he will record it and use that to threaten you, saying that you have abused him over the phone. Do not pay any money, or do not even agree to pay any money, and block the number. These are the preventive steps that you can take. First of all, do not engage in conversation. Do not go on any video call or Skype call. Do not abuse the caller. Do not pay any money, or do not agree to pay any money. Block the number, and above all, don't panic if you get such a call. That is most important. Next slide, please. Now, suppose you have been scammed. You have got into that trap. You have paid some money. Don't worry. You can call the police helpline 1930, and you can give them details of that number and time of calling. You can also give them the details of the bank account to which you have given the money. That also you can give it. So they will give you a CSR number, or they will give you a reference number. Use that reference number and lodge a complaint on cybercrime@gov.in. This is important. Please note down these websites: cybercrime.gov.in. If you go there, the dialog box will open. You can lodge a complaint there and give the entire details there. Once those entire details are given there, it will be forwarded to your cybercrime cell in your area, and you will be contacted by them to give you a statement. Then you keep all the documents like bank statements, complaint you made to the cybercrime cell, complaint that you made to the bank people, and screenshots of every detail that you have got. And suppose the cybercrime police call you, you have to produce all these documents. Most important of all, fourth step is you change the passwords to your device. You change the user ID passwords to your bank account numbers, debit card, credit card, your Gmail account, because it is quite possible that while doing the video recording, it is quite possible that they would have compromised your mobile phone also. Now, in case you have engaged in a video call or a Skype call, you will your photograph will be morphed, and it will be they will be threatening you, saying that you have engaged in some unwanted actions, and we are going to put it on the net. We are going to send it to your contacts, etc. Don't panic. Simply record that call and submit it to the cybercrime cell. So this is what you have to do if you are scammed, if you have paid the money. Now, next slide, please.
Yeah.
Now, in case your account, now what happens is, behind the scenes, what happens is, when you report it to 1930, or when you report it to the cybercrime.gov.in, central government has formed a organization called I4C, Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, and they have created a platform called the National Crime Reporting Center for reporting cyber fraud. This is where your complaint goes. That is the cybercrime.gov.in. Now, cybercrime.gov.in is also linked to a lot of banks, which means the banks. Suppose you have paid money into, say, ICICI Bank, and when you give your complaint to the cybercrime cell, that detail will go to ICICI Bank, and immediately they will freeze the account. They will freeze that account. It is not only they will freeze that account. Suppose let me say that you have transferred 1 lakh to an account in ICICI Bank, and you have lodged a complaint with cybercrime, and they will freeze that ICICI Bank account. Now, suppose that criminal has already transferred 1 lakh or 50,000 from his blocked accounts, ICICI blocked account, to some other account or 2-3 accounts, then all the 3 accounts will be blocked. So it is a chain reaction. The first transfer to one bank, the primary bank, the secondary bank, the tertiary bank, all the bank accounts will be frozen, and wherever there is money, it will you'll have to get it back to the victim. That is, you will have to get it back to yourself. Now, the problem is not, the problem starts here. As a victim, you have lost money. Okay. Now, for example, I have lost money and my money has gone to X's account. Or let us say that X's account has been compromised and he is the victim and X has transferred the money to my account. Now, it is quite possible that I will be contacting Dr. Reddy for some, let me say that I want to contribute to DRT SPR channel, and I have transferred money, say about 50,000 rupees to DRT SPR channel. Problem is, Dr. Reddy's account will also be frozen.
Yeah.
Now, my transaction with Dr. DRT SPR channel is a genuine transaction for which I have to make some payment to him. And this stolen money which has come into my account, I am paying that money to Dr. Reddy. Now, Dr. Reddy's account will also be blocked for no fault of his. Now, how can Dr. Reddy know where I am getting the money from?
Yeah. Source.
So, why should his account be blocked? This is a big issue which is happening right now, because the platform that has been created does not distinguish between an illegal transaction and a legal transaction. It is just tracing where the money has gone and blocking indiscriminately every account into which that money has gone.
Yeah, that is dangerous, highly dangerous.
So now a lot of people have, for example, if just to give you an example, now I have got stolen money into my account. Now, if I transfer it to the PM's trust account,
Yeah.
will they block the PM's trust account?
Wonderful, wonderful.
If I transfer this money to the CM's disaster relief fund, will they block that account? And remember, I am transferring just 5,000 or 10,000 rupees, whereas the money in that account is in terms of crores of rupees.
Yeah.
Hundreds of crores of rupees. Are they going to block the entire account? Because this is what they are doing. A business account who has done a genuine transaction, their account is blocked. Now they have to make payments, they have to receive money, they can't do anything. Their entire business comes to a standstill. For example, Dr. Reddy's account, he may be paying EMI. He may have issued checks to some people. He will have to pay his electricity bill, his property tax. Now, if his account is blocked, how is he going to operate it? And I have seen cases where 300 rupees has been transferred to one account and the entire account has been blocked. That account is a salary account of an IT professional and is having 2 lakhs balance.
See how indiscriminate.
And for 300 rupees, his entire 2 lakhs is blocked. And he is not able to operate his accounts. And for the last 1.5 months, he is going up and down trying to get his account released. So, actually, a lot of laws are being broken here. This account freezing is to be done under Section 102 of the CRPC. Under Section 102 of the CRPC, an FIR has to be created before the police can even ask the bank to freeze an account. But it is not happening. What is happening is, if you lodge a complaint on the cybercrime.gov.in, the bank immediately blocks your account. Subsequently, the cybercrime cell sends a letter telling them to freeze the account. It is subsequent to the freezing of the account. No FIR copy is given in most of the cases. The second thing, when the police freeze an account, they have to report to the magistrate in which jurisdiction that bank lies. For example, if Dr. Reddy's account is frozen, they will have to contact the magistrate where Dr. Reddy's bank is there, and they will have to inform the magistrate immediately that Dr. Reddy's account has been frozen, and they have to take the confirmation of the magistrate. Because I'll tell you why this is important. I'll tell you later, I'll come back to this. They'll have to inform the magistrate that Dr. Reddy's account has been frozen. Now, what Dr. Reddy can do is, he can contact the cybercrime cell in Coimbatore and ask them why they have blocked his account. And in case his transaction is genuine, he'll have to produce all the invoices, details, purchase orders, whatever it is, to the cybercrime cell in Coimbatore and tell them that his account is genuine, that his transaction is genuine. Now, after he convinces the cybercrime cell, he'll have to go back to his magistrate and tell him that my account is genuine, my transaction is genuine, therefore defreeze this account. Then the magistrate will give the orders to defreeze the account, and he has to submit it to the bank and get his account defreezed. But tell me, is this all possible for an ordinary person to do it? In case Dr. Reddy's account has been frozen by the Chandigarh police or by the Calcutta police, can he go to Calcutta? Can he go to Chandigarh?
Absolute nonsense, trash.
And how much time will it take for him to get a court order from there? In the normal course, it is taking anywhere between 3 to 6 months. For 6 months, that means his account, he cannot operate his account. How many businesses can stand that time lag? So this is a big issue now. Now an account is being frozen. And for this, I will tell you another thing also. Kerala High Court recently has given out an order directing all banks not to freeze the accounts, but only to mark the disputed amount as mark it as a lien. Let us suppose in case you have received about 50,000 rupees into your account and your account has got 3 lakhs balance. The bank account can mark a lien only on 50,000 rupees, not freeze the entire account. This is a direction from the Kerala High Court and none of the banks follow it. They just freeze the entire account. So this is a very big issue that is creeping up. Now, if you start freezing accounts left, right, and center indiscriminately, then what happens to the economy? It is a problem for the economy of the country also. Then you can't reach $5 trillion in another 10 years. Now, the purpose of why I contacted Dr. Reddy, we were discussing it. And the point is, now Telangana has come out with a new proposal. There, the Telangana Cyber Security Bureau, the Telangana Cyber Police, and the Telangana State Legal Authority, what they have done is they have co-opted the Lok Adalat. And with the Lok Adalat, they are getting the Lok Adalat to pass orders to return the money to the victims' third-party account holders after entering into an agreement with them. Now, here, the cure is worse than the disease. First thing is, does Lok Adalat have the mandate to try criminal cases? Lok Adalat was formed to just try civil cases.
That too after a compromise.
And it was formed so that it is Lok Adalat is not a court. It is not an arbitration center. It is only a mediation center. If Dr. Reddy and I have a problem, then both of us have to go to the Lok Adalat and tell them that we will settle it we'll come to an agreement and settle the issue. And once we agree to the conditions, we'll have to submit the conditions to the Lok Adalat, and then the Lok Adalat can pass a decree. Now, in this case, who are the stakeholders? It is the victim, the primary victim, the accused, who has done the criminal, who has done the crime, and the third party accounts to which the amount has gone to. These are the three major stakeholders, and apart from this, the police. Now, problem is, in the case that I referred with the Telangana Cyber Security Bureau, the victim does not come into the picture at all. The accused is not found at all. Nobody has found who the accused is. The investigation is not over. So without the victim, without the accused, and without completing the investigation, how can you enter into an arbitration or a mediation or come to an agreement? How can Lok Adalat issue an order refunding the amount? So this is a violation of the due process of law. Then second thing is, when an account is frozen, the local magistrate has to be informed and his confirmation taken, because that account which is frozen is evidence. And that evidence, once it is frozen, it has to be reported to the court. It becomes the property of the court. This is basic law. Now, when the property is with the court, how can the Lok Adalat take that property and give it to a third party? So tomorrow, if I have evidence in the court, can Lok Adalat say you take out this evidence and give it to somebody else? This is basic violation of law. And I am surprised that this has been resorted to by the Telangana state legal authority. Aren't they aware of this basic details? Now, cybercrime. Basically, what we are dealing with is a cybercrime. Cybercrime is governed by the Information Technology Act 2008. Information Technology Act 2008 has laid down some conditions where offences can be compounded. That is, an agreement can be reached between the two parties, between the accused and the victim, where the punishment is less than 3 years. It can be compounded. Facilities are available in the Information Technology Act 2008, but there are certain conditions which have to be followed. And the first condition is, any case coming up for compounding has to be petitioned to by the accused. The accused has to make a petition to the court saying that he is willing to compound that crime which has been committed. The victim has to agree to that. Once the victim agrees to that and once the accused agrees to that, then the court will direct the compounding of the offense. Remember, the initiative is with the court. But in this case, it is the police who is approaching the Lok Adalat. Accused, nobody knows who the accused is. The victim is not contacted at all. The police has frozen an account, and that account holder and the police go to the Lok Adalat and he gets his money and goes off. Maybe he compromises also. So he says, instead of 50,000 rupees, I am willing to take 25,000 rupees. Let 25,000 rupees go. In other words, an innocent account holder, just to get out of that situation, is willing to sacrifice 25,000 rupees, or the victim is paid 25,000 rupees from a person who has not committed the crime at all. It is something like, I commit a crime and Dr. Reddy is the third party. Now, just to see that his problem is solved, he is willing to pay 25,000 rupees to my victim. I committed the crime. I took 50,000 rupees from the victim. Now I am making Dr. Reddy to pay 25,000 rupees to the victim on my behalf. How is it justified? When people don't think about it, then it is becoming a problem. Now, a bigger issue is all the bank accounts are now open to Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center on their portal. Bank accounts are personal property. So whatever transaction I do in my bank account, it is open to the public now. Anybody who has got access to that dashboard can see it. And who has got access to the dashboard? The police, cybercrime police, the banks, all these people have access to that now. So it is not only income tax office, now it is the police also. Tomorrow it may be any department. Where are we going to stop? So this is a very big issue which is creeping up, and now there is a proposal that the system adopted by Telangana Cyber Security Bureau in refunding accounts should be followed by all the states. So the victim, the accused, the criminal will go scot-free. The victim will get part of his money, and that money will be paid by another innocent person. And everybody is happy. The police will close its case and go, and the crimes will continue. This is the situation today. And more than that, apart from the laws of privacy, apart from all these things that are going on, why do these things happen? Reserve Bank of India has not given any circular to any bank. Remember this. Reserve Bank has not issued any circular till date to any bank regarding freezing of accounts as far as cybercrime frauds are concerned. What is Reserve Bank of India doing? Reserve Bank of India, banks are opening accounts called mule accounts. For example, if I give my KYC details to a bank, I give my KYC details to a service provider for getting a SIM card. Now, I can open a bank account using my driving license. I can open a SIM card using my PAN number. I can open a bank account using my Aadhaar number. Multiple identities, multiple accounts. And if these details go out, then anybody can open an account in my name. Those are called mule accounts. And these mule accounts are being used to siphon off money. Why can't banks control the opening of mule accounts? Why? They have the details. And there is a platform also called CKYC, created by Reserve Bank of India in 2016, where banks are supposed to upload all KYC details of every customer. And every customer has to be given a KIN number, know your KYC identity number. It is called a KIN number. And using this KIN number, you can open multiple accounts because your KIN is known, your customer details is known. So, for example, if I want to open two accounts, one in two banks, or I want to open a demat account, or I want to purchase some shares and this thing with some mutual funds, then I have to submit my KYC. I can give this KIN number and be quiet. I don't have to submit all the documents every time I want to open an account. And there is no need for me to verify these KYC details every year. I just give the KIN number and I'm happy with that. This facility is available with Reserve Bank of India 2016 and banks are supposed to upload their details. Banks have not done it so far. Only about 30 to 35% of the accounts have been uploaded on this platform. And nobody is insisting that the bank should do this. Why can't the Reserve Bank of India do it? They are supposed to be monitoring bank activities. What is the Reserve Bank of India doing? So this is what I wanted to talk to you about. Now, ad hoc, knee-jerk reactions on the part of the government. They are making the situation worse. Like you said, it won't take much time to show this as an example and make the government pass a law. Already we are under surveillance 24/7. Your bank transactions, your messages, telecommunication bill has been passed last year, which means your communication is open to the government. Your bank accounts, already it is open to the IT department. Now it will be open to every policeman, every police constable. CRPC permits the police constable to take all your DNA, all your personal details. Where are we going? Dr. Reddy?
Yeah, that's it. Last 2 minutes. So this is what in a nutshell, my dear BJP and RSS, first you concentrate on this. We are already a surveillance state because of the educational qualifications. That is what we have been complaining to the Election Commission of India. They have amended it. So we need an educated government, an elected and educated government, so that they understand by passing such acts, they are putting entire state in surveillance. This is worse than an emergency. By having this telecommunication bill, listening to all our conversations, privy, which government has no business, there are specified mentions against the country sovereignty and all those things. Now in the form of digital scams, they are even having control over your bank accounts. That means your economy, personal economy. That means you are already under emergency, totally no confusion. So your last word, sir, last 1 minute to go.
So this is what I wanted to convey. If we are going down this path, then to control this, the government will bring some rule. Today, already our privacy is compromised, our private information is compromised, bank accounts getting compromised, our activities getting compromised. I would suggest that you remove the constitution and say dictatorial rule. We'll also become something like North Korea.
Yeah.
Let us not talk about democracy in a place where there is democracy is dying in incremental steps.
Democracy dying in incremental steps. Anyone can oppose us. My number is 9440465339. Honorable guest will come on. We can discuss. Prime Minister of India, Nirmala Sitharaman ji, RBI, all banks and all police officials, including the cyber crime specialists. We are ready. We are open to discuss because democracy is slowly dying, as he rightly said, incrementally, day by day. Is this not the way that you are killing the spirit of people participatory constitutional democracy by indulging in another digital emergency wherein even your bank accounts are compromised? That is why Jan Dhan, go back to Jan Dhan. It is a big conspiracy which is going on against the Indians. And if you are wrong, prove us wrong. That's it. Do support DRTSPR channels, Citizen DRTSPR channel, and Environment People DRTSPR channels. They are all in larger public interest only. Don't keep on